Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. Before we get into the show, which will begin in a moment, I wanted to let you know that if you have any questions throughout the stream, remember you can always ask them on our website. We have a live chat support ready and able to help you. My team there is available if you have any questions about any of our products, services, or just have a question for fun. Check it out. Link will be down below in the description.
Up the most so far today, up 1.38% on the day so far. And down here towards the bottom, I'm seeing a whole lot of Australian dollar pairs, including AUD-USD, AUD-CHF, and AUD-CAD. AUD-USD being our biggest mover to the downside so far today, down 0.94% on the day. Thank you to our three amazing sponsors, 8cap, Forex Tester, and Superfunded, for sponsoring today's stream. If you want to learn more about them, you can find them in the links down in the description below. But with that, we're going to pass it on over to Nick and look over some charts. Here we go.
All right, and thank you, James, for that. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The internet in our office was being very spotty this morning, but we are all set. And on the charts, taking a look at some things here as we get going into the day. I am still long gold. To give you guys a bit of an update on my current position, I entered into this pullback here after we broke out yesterday. This candle closed nicely, and I actually was able to get in on that retest here yesterday about midday. So far, so good. Nice little pop to start out the day for my fellow gold longs. I think we are headed back to the previous high. We've got this 2000 mark in mind. But I don't necessarily think gold is just going to 2000. I've been talking about this for a little while. I am bullish on gold with the recent dollar bearishness. It's really given a nice catalyst, in my view, to gold longs. Let's go down a little lower time frame. We'll take a look now at the 1 hour time frame, and you can see sort of the entry that I was able to get here. So again, we had resistance tagged here on the 1 hour chart. Price was able to roll above that for just a period of time, but it was enough, in my opinion, to actually get long on the pullback. So I ended up getting long. We went sideways for a little while, but today, a nice pop to start out the morning here for my fellow New York session traders. It's a good start to gold. And like I said, I think we are very likely to retest 2000 in the current environment that we're in, which is, of course, a little bit of an appetite for dollar weakness. Here is your DXY chart. And dollar selling off pretty steeply here. This is a 1 hour chart. We can take a look at the 4 hour just to get an idea. We've talked about this, and we have officially made it to our target on the dollar, which is this 101.8 on the dollar index. Now, in my opinion, I think we continue to stay bearish and actually retest lower components to this support zone. Now, we're talking higher time frame stuff here. This is more of a daily chart bias, but in my view, we've had a real shift in market sentiment when it comes to the dollar. You've got a ginormous bearish catalyst in the sense that the Federal Reserve's running out of steam when it comes to raising interest rates. Inflation is on the decline, and we've talked about this a lot in recent videos and content. So I continue to be sort of dollar bearish at this time until further notice. Now, like I said, I have my gold trade open. I talked yesterday also about Euro JPY, which was an idea that I liked on the long side as well. It did, in fact, hold this zone beautifully to the upside. I am pretty much staying bullish on Euro JPY until this level. If it were to break, that would be sort of a bearish catalyst. But overall, I really like this chart to the upside as a potential bullish trade. Now, again, I don't have any trades open on this one. I do already have my gold position long that I am watching closely. Let me see. Let me pull up the chat so I can see what's going on with you guys here today. How's everybody doing, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Oh, no sound. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Oh, so just pulled up the chat and I see 100 no sound notifications. Are we all good? I think you guys can hear me, but hopefully we're all good now. We're trying. Everything is lighting on fire this morning. Yeah, we have some issues. Still no sound. I can't really tell. This is the tough part about being on the talent side, I guess, is checking myself. I don't get the there is sound. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for the update there. And again, sorry for the confusion, guys. We are constantly fighting forces against us to do these live streams. Internet, cameras, lighting, sound issues. It is a day-to-day job for us here. Anyways, I want to take a look at the sound is good now. Cool. Thank you guys for the feedback there. The S&P 500. Man, this thing is a monster. Here's your daily chart view, and you can see, in my opinion, we've really had a shift in recent times when it comes to risk on. I think we actually have some serious risk on coming for the markets. I've made that abundantly clear in the sense that I think that QE may be here to stay. I think that the gold market will rally. I think that the S&P 500 will rally, and overall, plenty of upside in my personal opinion for the S&P 500. So how do I trade this? How do we take advantage of that bullish sentiment? Well, to me, it would be looking for pullbacks. Now, of course, we haven't had much of that at all in the recent run up. This thing has just gone straight up. For my longer term holdings, this has been fantastic. But for the day trading side or the swing trading side, I'd be interested in possible pullbacks if we start to get them. So pullbacks to support looking like, a 4,000 retest would be really, really interesting to me for bullish setups on the S&P 500. And again, this is in light with the recent bullishness due to the Federal Reserve's sort of reaching or potentially starting to pivot into a more dovish Federal Reserve, right? Back to some QE to sort of support the systems that have been challenged recently, the banking system, right? Okay, so we have lots of charts to take a look at here, but we are unfortunately on a limited amount of time today due to our technical difficulties. I'm going to try and jump into a couple more charts here for you. And sorry, but it seems like we've got some issues on the Edge Finder here today. Everything is, oh, there they're gone. Good, we're all good. Technical difficulties abound today. We still have this gold bullish confidence from the Edge Finder. We've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. We've had a nice run up on gold and been able to make some good money on this trade to the upside. I want to show you guys the latest. In case you missed yesterday, we talked Smart Money Tracker. This was big. And let me actually reset. We'll take a look at all the assets on the list here. And what we've got here is we've got all of our assets, right? JPY, CHF, SPX, GBP, NAS 100. We've got all the assets here. Okay. And what we can see is that what you guys are looking at on your screen right now, in terms of COT report data, is the most bought and most sold assets when it comes to the commitment of traders data. Now, this is showing us essentially what institutional traders are buying and selling. And we'll give you your top three on each side. JPY, CAD, US30. These are things that institutional money is net very short on. Okay. US30, that's the Dow, CAD, and JPY. On the bullish side of things, these are things that institutional money is very long. Gold, euro, and oil. Okay. Very interesting that we get oil on this list. And yesterday we had an oil pop. We'll have to check on oil, see how things are going. But it seems like commodities, you've also got platinum and silver. Institutional money is very long commodities right now, as well as the euro, which is very interesting to pay attention to. Now, again, we had a pop on oil yesterday. Here's your oil chart, US oil, pull this up, and oil keeps going, right? So oil popped yesterday. And again, this is maybe not entirely coincidence. You have the gold market, very bought by institutional money. You have the oil market, you have the dollar, you have euro, silver, platinum. These things are heavily bought by institutional traders right now. And this is not opinion. This is not me speculating. This is what we have from the commitment of traders data. We are looking at the numbers and we're getting an idea of what institutional money is buying and selling. By the way, you guys, if you want access to our data here, we do have a massive 1 year celebration sale going on right now. We have been working on this software tool for the last year. You get access to so many features with the tool: the smart money tracker, retail sentiment, bank reports, seasonal trends, price forecasts, the risk on and risk off gauge. We have GDP numbers, inflation data, unemployment, interest rates data. We've built so many cool features in this product, and we've been working on it for the last year. So we celebrated just recently here the 1 year anniversary of this product. And to celebrate that, we are doing a massive 40% off discount right now. And this is a little secret for the live stream regulars. We're actually doing a little bit more than 40%. If you want access to a little bit more than 40% off discount, here's how you can get access here right now. So I'm going to have my team drop a link in the chat to a message center where you can actually chat with one of our support reps. If you're interested in getting this product today, if you want access to the Edge Finder, if you've been watching the videos, you've been watching the live streams, this is your chance to get access. We've got a live chat feature that we just dropped in the chat. Click here and then just open up this and just ask about our discounts. And one of our support representatives here in the office, we've got 3 people standing by to set you up with access to the Edge Finder for our 1 year anniversary sale price. So don't miss that. Take advantage of that while it is here. And again, we've invested at this point hundreds of thousands of dollars into this tool, and we are giving it out today for a super discounted rate. Ask about our discounts, click that link, and chat with one of our team members if you have any interest. This is the best price that you're going to get all year long. Retail sentiment is an interesting one to also pay attention to. I want to start with the major currency pairs real quick. And what you can see here is that when we look at the dollar CAD, dollar Swiss, Aussie dollar, there's some interesting things to pay attention to. The pound is very short by retail traders, which is kind of a bullish signal. The euro also very short by retail traders. NZD very short by retail traders. USD JPY is pretty mixed. Aussie dollar pretty mixed, but dollar Swiss and dollar CAD very long by retail traders. And we use this as a contrarian signal because we know that historically, or in most cases, retail traders tend to lose money. And so if we know that they lose money and they're piled into a dollar CAD long, for example, that would actually be a bearish indicator for us, right? And also what you'll notice is that if you study retail sentiment like we do, the thing is, we very regularly will see that as a market trends down, retail traders will pile into a long trade. And when the market trends up, very often retail traders will pile into a short trade. Not 100% of the time. It's not how it always works, but it's often enough and observable enough that we pay attention to it. So there you go. Hi, Nick. How do you get the constant updating of COT data? Thank you for the question, Lim. To answer your question, we have software that imports the data on a weekly basis, which is as often as we can get it. So on a 1 week basis, we pull that in so that people can view it within the Edge Finder here. So of course we have the smart money tracker. We also have the bank signals tab, which is a really interesting one that we just recently added. It's still heavily, sort of being worked on and that sort of thing. But the idea behind this is that the bank signals tab will allow you to see projections from research teams. So for example, if I'm looking at the euro, Bank of America has a quarterly target of parity for the euro. So it's fair to say they're very bearish on the euro USD. And then you have other things like, for example, other banks. You have RBC, which thinks that the euro by the end of the month is a 1.1 target versus a 1.07 target for the quarter. Interesting to see what banks are forecasting for major assets that we track on the stream so often. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff. In terms of the watch list, let's take a look at the watch list, see what else we have on there today. I mentioned I am bullish on gold. I'm already in a gold trade that I shared inside of the Discord group. So I'm still long gold, planning to trail that stop if we can break through 2000. In terms of other assets on this list, we have things like Aussie dollar. Let's take a look at that Aussie dollar chart, by the way. I don't really love this. It's very choppy, so probably not one for my interest here. We have Euro GBP. So Euro GBP here. Look at this. So Euro GBP showing up as a possible sell here. This might be an interesting one if we're able to break this level. This is a longer term level of support. If this gets something going like this, there may be some opportunity there on Euro Pound. But again, probably waiting for a breakout there before it really gets interesting in my view. Let's see. What else do we have? CAD JPY. That's an interesting new one. Euro JPY. I already mentioned this one. Let me recap this one real quick. So Euro Yen is a strong prospect. Ooh, I'm having some trading view issues. Hold on. Give me a second here. I don't know what's going on with my trading view. It just froze up on me. Trading view is actually kind of a hefty product. I mean, in terms of like computer usage, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but if you're on like a weaker computer, TradingView can have some serious, and my computer's not even weaker. It just sometimes TradingView freaks out and has its whole like system shut down. I mean, just the nature of software. But I don't know what just happened to my TradingView. It just decided to die. I guess we might just be out of luck for the short term. Let's see if it comes back. I think it just needed a break. Anyways, Euro JPY. So I like the idea of getting long Euro Yen. But only if it probably only if it retests this area here. If we look left, this was a huge area of support for the bulls. So I'd probably be interested in potentially getting long here Euro Yen. And yes, it's based on a nice chart, but bigger than that, it is also based on COT data, retail sentiment, seasonal trends. We'll pull up this chart really quick. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So if I go to minor currency pairs and I go to Euro JPY real quick. So I'm looking at this. It gets a +5 buy rating on the Edge Finder. So if we take a look at this, Euro is very long by institutional money, and JPY is very short by institutional money. Also, the retail crowd is very short on this pair, which is a bullish indicator in my view, because again, retail typically loses money. Take a look at economic numbers. There's not too much of a preference there. We have a nice upward trend, and seasonal trends show us that in the month of April, we historically have seen Euro JPY rise. So we take into account all these things, and this is not a certainty, but we're adding levels of confluence to an idea and then trading based off that. So I do like Euro JPY on the long side. If we get a nice technical retest into a support level, I actually think that has a lot of promise. And I'll be watching Euro JPY going into today's price action, see if I can find that trade entry that I've been waiting for. Remember, guys, like I said one last time, if you want access to a massive discount on the Edge Finder for our 1-year celebration, we're going to drop a link one more time here to get access to that. You can chat with one of our support reps who will set you up with the software, train you if you need help or have questions about the software. You can chat with one of our support reps to get access. Ask about our discounts right now. We have the biggest discount all year long. That's why I won't stop talking about it, because again, I don't want you guys to miss it. And every time we do one of these, at the end of it, we have people who say, I missed the discount. It was so cheap. And why didn't I get it then? And then we can't give it to you anymore, because again, we're honoring people who want the discount while the discount is available. So click that link, ask us about it, and we'll share the information with you there. So chat with us using that link there. Now we're going to turn our attention. We're going to bring in Mr. Tom from Simply Forex. Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, morning, Nick. Good, thanks. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Hey, how are the markets treating you?
Yeah, not bad. There's a lot of gap ups, gap downs Monday, which have made, price action a little tricky. But yeah, looking at a few trades today.
Yeah, there's a big gap up on oil this week, which was really interesting. I think they talked about a supply decrease, and that caused a little bit of OPEC volatility, which was interesting to watch. I don't really trade. Do you trade oil ever?
I do. And, a gap up like that, most of the time, them gaps will get filled. So I'm just waiting for a breakdown in oil structure. It's at a really good daily level, and if I get a setup, I will look to fill that massive gap up.
Yeah, I noticed that same level. I think I had it marked on my chart here.
Yeah, exactly the same level.
Yeah, so price at around 81.50 here on US oil, gapped up, and usually that is the case for those of you guys who are newer to this trading stuff. Gaps very often, especially in the futures and Forex market, they do tend to get filled, right? Markets will come back, they'll fill gaps, they'll test that area where there was low trading volume, and it only makes sense, right? If the market gaps up and doesn't really give the full market the chance to trade in those levels, to test those areas, it makes sense that void oftentimes would get filled on just a pure market testing perspective. So yeah, good points there, Tom. I definitely agree with you. I think oil probably as it hits a supply zone like this with a big gap left open, it would make sense that it would head back to retest at least to close the gap.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Tom, you're a regular, so you know how this stuff works. If you want to share your screen, we can jump over to your charts.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'll let people know that if you guys are not already following Tom, he has his own YouTube channel called Simply Forex. We're going to drop a link to that in the chat if you guys would like to check that out for yourself. You can keep up with Tom there, and he's going to take over the stream for a little bit and share some more analysis with you guys. So, Tom, have a great stream. Thank you for coming on.
Cheers, Nick. Thanks, mate. Morning, guys. Afternoon, evening, wherever you're from in the world. Yeah, you got me, guys. My name's Tom for the next 45 minutes or so. So, yeah, get as many questions over to me as you like, okay? Yeah, and like as Nick said, guys, I've got my own channel, Simply Forex. So if you enjoy the analysis, then come join the channel. I'm getting everyone right now saying gold, 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 gold. That is all I am seeing. I'm just going to talk quickly about this oil trade, guys. Yeah, because as you can see, as Nick alluded to, there was a massive gap up on this pair. All right. And normally, guys, these gaps, you know, price will come back and try to fill this gap. Okay. That's, you know, the most of the time that will happen, guys. If we go to the day chart now, you can see we're at a really good resistance level. Yeah, price has reacted here, 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 here. Yeah, and that's what makes a good support or resistance, guys. Yeah, we're just looking at historic price and where price has reacted many times. And it's no coincidence price will react there again. Yeah, support and resistance is not rocket science, guys. Okay, so yeah, this is a really interesting level, and we've had that gap up. So what am I looking for? I am looking for a breakdown on the H1 structure. Okay, so if we look at this, guys. Sorry, let me just zoom this on. Okay, if you look at this, guys, on the H1, we're clearly in a H1 uptrend. And what I like to see is a breakdown in H1 structure. So for me to start trading this, guys, if we get some price action like this, but eventually these lows are broken, yeah, a bit of a retest, I am all over this trade. I will short the living daylights out of it. Yeah. I will just short it, yeah, and try to fill this gap. Okay, guys, so yeah, really keep your eye out for oil and a structure breakdown on the H1. Yeah, if we get a setup, guys, I really like the looks of that for shorts. Right, guys, I think nobody cares about any other currency pair apart from gold, it seems. So let's take a look at gold, guys. All right, this is for Jason Webb's Cicicello. How are you, my friend? I know you. Yeah, Oscar, Easy Weezy. Okay, so yeah, gold, guys. Let's take a look. Easy Weezy sounds like maybe smoking. Right, guys. Sorry, where's gold? Okay, I always get tempted to sing "You Are Gold" every time I see gold. Let's start with the weekly, guys. Yeah, if you're new to my analysis, guys, I do a top-down approach. So I look at the weekly chart, the daily, the H4, the H1, and yeah, my entry time frame is usually the H1, guys. All right, and you should do the same. Every time frame will give you a little bit more information. So why the hell wouldn't you look at every time frame? All right, look at every time frame, get all the information you can, and then, you know, imagine you're running a business and you want to make an informed decision. You wouldn't just take one piece of information and run with it. Yeah, you would look at many pieces of information. Trading is the same. Look at all of the time frames. Okay, I'll stop ranting and start doing some analysis. So we are clearly at a very important weekly level. Yeah, this entire wick constitutes resistance. Yeah, and this price here and this price here. So we are clearly at a level of resistance, but how far can price push into this gray zone? It could potentially push all the way up to the last highs. You know, it can. And if we look at price action in terms of the weekly, we're clearly in an uptrend. Okay, so we're clearly in an uptrend. We are bashing into resistance. But if we look at the candles as well, guys, again, another thing, I'm going to rant again. I like a good rant. Look at the candlesticks. Yeah, what are they telling you? Okay, they give you so much information. So we've got this huge green candle. Sorry about my line, I've been drinking. But that gives you, you know, that green candle tells you buyers are in control. Then we look at the wicks on these candles. Buyers are still in here pushing this up. Yeah. Okay. So buyers are in control here. However, this is resistance. If we drop down to the day chart now, yeah, at the start of the day, yeah, if I saw this candle, yeah, taking into account, again, we're in an uptrend on gold as well, both weekly and daily, then I would have bought this pair, yeah, potentially back up to these highs, okay? You would have made some nice profit. You would be saying, well done me. So yeah, I would buy this, but for me to buy this now, I can't, okay? Because we're at resistance, yeah? Price is likely to react at this last high. It might not, it might just whiz through, but most of the time, price is going to react at a daily high. Yeah, it's going to. So yeah, it's difficult for me to trade this right now. If we get a break of this high, let's say today's candle finishes something like this. Excuse my drawing, but let's say that is a totally green candle. All right, then yeah, potentially we can keep trading this up because it's made higher highs. But I think this level is very important for today. Let's take a quick look at the H1 and see how it is reacting there. I mean, that is pretty bullish right now. But yeah, let's see. This is that daily high over here, and this is what's happening on the H1. So if we zoom in a little bit, guys, I mean, yeah, I mean, you first of all, you couldn't short that. If you're trying to short that, you are a nutcase. Okay, you are a maniac. The only option is to buy this pair, but like I said, I'm not going to buy it at those last daily highs. If we get a break, even if we get a break, guys, where's the value? Yeah, every time I trade and look for a trade, I need to have value. Yeah, and if let's say I bought here, yeah, I had an entry, a buy entry here. Yeah, there's no value. Yeah, I realistically have to put my stop down here. And then this is my risk. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Okay, so what I would need is for me to enter this long, which is realistically the only things we're looking for, is a retest. Perhaps price comes back down, test these high, this last area of resistance and now potentially support. You know, I need a retrace to take this back up because a retrace, guys, represents value. Yeah, if I get in here, if I have a buy order here, then this stop down here, you know, this is my stop. It's less crazy. All right. So, okay, that is just motoring. Yeah, that is just motoring. So yeah, but even though it's motoring, guys, it still doesn't represent value. I have to have a retrace, then I would enter gold. Yeah, and nothing but buys on this pair. Okay. But yeah, need a retrace, guys. There's no value here. All right, guys. So that's gold. I hope Oscar, Easy Weezy. I love your name, Easy Weezy. Dave, Too Real. Gold to the moon. It's looking that way. Maybe Mars. Yeah, it's going pretty strong. Okay, so gold, guys. Retina Kyles. pound US dollar. Okay, let's take a look at pound US dollar. Where are you, pound US dollar? Here you are. So guys, again, okay, so let's just start with the weekly. Okay, so we find ourselves in a bit of a range on the weekly. Okay, and there's still time for this this area of resistance to hold, but we are clearly in a range. Yeah, it's just ranging. So what will price do at this grey zone? Yeah, if it breaks it, yeah, then we have room to the upside. Okay, definitely. Yeah, if I zoom out, where would be a reasonable target? Yeah, maybe up to this level here. Yeah. Okay, so if we break that grey zone, guys, yeah, if we break this grey zone and this weekly candle stays like this, I'd look for a retrace and then take price back up. Okay, but obviously this weekly candle hasn't finished forming. Yeah, that finishes forming on Friday. I know you know that because it's the end of the week. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly. If we drop down to the day chart now, so yeah, this is that all important zone. Okay, and until this daily candle finishes, we have not had a break of this level. This candle could quite easily produce a massive wick and close back into this grey zone. Yeah, and we get something like this. If we get something like this at that grey zone, I'm looking to short it. Yeah, so it's all about today's candle, really, guys. Yeah, if today's candle finishes like it is now, yeah, I think we can look for longs back up to this blue line. Okay, but if price closes back into this grey zone and we get sort of a large wick on the candle, I would be looking for shorts on this pair because I know this level is a really important level of resistance. Okay, guys, so it's all about the daily candle for me with pound US dollar. Yeah, what will it do? So I wouldn't trade this now. Look at it again tomorrow once the daily candle's formed, and then you can make a decision because we need to know if this breaks or closes back into this grey zone. Okay, if we look at H4, there has been a break. So I remember discussing this on my Discord channel, guys. All right, so yeah, there's been a break of this grey zone. You can see, but then look at this candle. Yeah, are there sellers sitting in here that wants to push this back into this grey zone? Perhaps. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, wait for that daily candle to finish before we trade this pair, guys. Okay, so retina, I hope that helps you. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, Vikashan, NASDAQ. Okay, let's take a quick look at one of the indices, guys. Guys, if you're enjoying my analysis so far and would like to receive my trade ideas every day, yeah, and my grey zones where I buy and sell from, then join the channel. Yeah, we'd love to have you. The link is in the live chat, guys. So just click on the link and you can join my channel. We would love to have you. What was it? NASDAQ. Okay, where are you, NASDAQ? Here we are. Right, guys, top-down approach. This is what I do with every single currency pair, every morning, every day of the week. Yeah, this is your hard work, your analysis. I'm going to move this target. Okay, so NASDAQ, Vikashan, buy it. Next one. No, I'm only joking. But looking at that weekly chart, it is telling me to buy it. Yeah. Okay, there is. Yeah, I would buy it quite simply. Yeah. If we look at simple structure, yeah, so this is clearly in an uptrend. Okay. Yeah, we've got higher lows, higher highs. Okay. So that's the first thing I look for, guys, structure. So structurally, we're in an uptrend and we've got a super duper bullish candle. Super duper is a technical term. But yeah, super duper bullish, weekly candle. So everything is telling me to buy this back up to this next area of potential resistance. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. If we go down to the day chart now, yeah, you can clearly see day is also in an uptrend. Okay, so yeah, higher lows, higher highs, clearly in an uptrend. What I'd probably wait for, guys, is perhaps a retest back into this grey zone. We get a bullish reaction, and then I think we can take price back up to this level. Okay, that's what I'm seeing on the weekly and daily. And look at these candles. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Even this candle, bullish because of the wick. So, yeah, buyers are storming up this pair. Storming up. Excellent term, I think you'll agree. But yeah, I would like a little bit of retrace. Why do we want to retrace? Because we want value. Yeah, again, guys, if I see this and enter here, I realistically need to put my stop down here. No value. If price comes back into here, we get a retest and I enter here, value. Yeah, that's why we like a retrace. If I don't get a retrace, yeah, usually not interested. All right, so that's what we're seeing. Let's have a quick drop down to the H1. Okay, so H1 is still in an uptrend. Yeah, and we're seeing price come back down. So if I had to trade this right now, I'd probably buy it back up to here. Yeah, but if these lows here are broken, then I think we could potentially have room back to this grey zone. And then we're going to see buyers enter the market. All right, but yeah, buy this pair. Wait for a retrace and then buy this pair, guys, okay? Vikashan, I hope that helps. Okay, what else we got here? What was one that Chilbundu and rest now we've done pound US dollar, gold. We've done gold, guys. Let's have a look at euro yen. So Urban Legend would like euro yen. Okay, let's take a look at euro yen, guys. Let's have a look at the weekly chart first of all. I'm going to remove this. This was an old target, guys. Let's remove this. So let's do a top-down approach, guys. So any yen pair's price action has been tricky to read. All right. Even this is tricky. Look at all of this. All of these wicks. Wick. All of these wicks, yeah, are very useful for us to make decisions, but in here it becomes difficult to make a decision because you're seeing wicks either side. But I digress. What am I seeing? I believe yen was in a downtrend. And we're coming back up and testing these highs. Okay, so we're at an interesting resistance level, hence my grey zone. And like I say, guys, I give you these grey zones every day. Yeah, so if you're interested, join the channel. The link is in the video description. Yeah, but this is clearly an area of resistance. However, we do also have a very bullish candle and potentially higher lows. So straight away on the weekly chart, I'm getting mixed messages. I'm seeing sellers in here, but then I'm seeing buyers pushing this up. So mixed messages on the weekly chart, guys, okay? But we have more time frames, and more time frames give us more information. Let's look at the day chart now. Before we do, let me have a quick drink of vodka. Okay, I do a lot of talking these days. Again, what are we seeing here? So in terms of structure, guys, yeah, we were in a downtrend. Okay, didn't make lower lows. That is always a red flag. Okay, instead, price pushed all the way back up, breaking this last high. So currently, we are in an uptrend on the day chart. But as I've explained, guys, we know this is an area where sellers are sitting in. Yeah, just look at the candles. Look at these red candles. Look at the reaction we're getting today. There are clearly sellers at this level. All right. But there's also an area here. Yeah, this last high is going to be an area of support. So what I think will happen, guys, is this. Basically, when you get sellers and buyers, yeah, we've got buyers here, we've got sellers in here. We're just going to see this, I think, for a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to see a bit of sideways action because you've got sellers, buyers, they're going to fight. They're basically going to fight to the death. All right. And they're just going to keep fighting, which makes price range. Yeah, until you get a winner. And then once we're in this range and price is fighting, if we get a break to the upside, yeah, I would look to buy this pair. If we get a breakdown, yeah, to the downside, I would look to short this pair. Okay, so that's what I would be waiting for. I would need to be very patient with this pair and wait for the market to tell me what to do. You can see the candles already. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. It wouldn't surprise me in a couple of days we're going to see another wick like this. Yeah, another wick and another candle like this. Yeah, I think we're just going to get a lot of wicks doing this. All right, guys, but a break either side, I'm in. Yeah, I call these boxes of indecision. Yeah, I love boxes of indecision because once you get a box of indecision, there has to be a winner. It's not going to remain a box of indecision forever. When you get a winner, you normally get quite drastic moves after that. So euro yen, yeah, is between a bit of a rock and a hard place. Okay. Maybe some of you are scalpers, maybe some of you are intraday traders. So what would I be looking for today? Difficult. I mean, H1 structure is in an uptrend. Okay. If potentially we started breaking, I don't know, guys, it's difficult. If we started breaking some of these lows through here, yeah, we got a retest. Yeah, we could potentially short it. If we get a real, push off of this level, we could potentially buy it. But to be honest with you guys, yeah, I'm just going to stay out of euro yen for the time being until I see a potential setup. Right, guys, what else have we got? Urban Legend, I hope that helps you. Well, probably doesn't help you with euro yen because I've told you, yeah, wait for the market to tell you when the time is right to trade euro yen. Thank you, Neotheorem. You're very great. Thanks. Thank you for your kind words. Very kind. What else are we looking at? Japanese. Okay, we can look at a couple of. So that's euro yen. Bernard would like to look at pound yen. Okay, Vikashan, you are buying the NASDAQ. Good for you, my friend. Yeah, you're probably in a nice amount of profit there. Bernard, pound yen. Let's take a look. And like I say, guys, if you're enjoying the analysis, come join the channel. Yeah, Simply Forex. The link is in the live chat. Come join us. We would love to have you. Weekly. Just difficult. Yeah, difficult price action. I'm going to put this in through here. Yeah, we've got difficult price action. But if we look at the weekly chart, this is in an uptrend. Yeah, in an uptrend. It was in a downtrend. As soon as we broke this low, downtrend. As soon as we broke this high, uptrend. Yeah, and we've been in an uptrend ever since. So we're in an uptrend and the price is using this channel, this area of support. But we're at this grey zone, which we know historically is an area of resistance. All right. And it's no surprise we're seeing a bit of reaction already. But bear in mind, this is a weekly chart, guys. Yeah, weekly. Okay, let's take a look at the day chart. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing huge reactions at this level. Yeah, it's been, I mean, even if I draw this area across, yeah, we know historically this level has been a good place for price to react, even here, even here. All right, so it's a good level. If I had to trade this pair, I would probably trade it to the downside, potentially back down to this grey zone, or even this diagonal support here, guys. Yeah, and especially if we keep getting wicks like this. Look at this wick. Look at this candle. Yeah, there are sellers sitting in here. All right. So yeah, I potentially take it back down to this moving average 20 and this grey area of support if I had to. Yeah, but if we look at structure, guys, you know, we are in an uptrend. Okay, we've broken all of these highs, so we're in an uptrend but at an area of resistance. And this is the same story for a lot of the yen pairs. Yeah, we're going to have sellers interested and we're going to have buyers interest because of the structure. So let's drop down to the H4. What are we seeing? So like I said, if anything, I would short this pair. Okay, but I'm not going to short it now because this is potentially a very good area to buy it from. So yeah, I mean, but like you say, look, we're seeing a very drastic reaction at that level. Yeah, we've got this wick and we're seeing a bearish H4 candle, but I'm not going to buy it at that level. No way, Jose. And I can't short it at that level. Okay. If we drop down to the H1 chart, let's look at H1 structure. I mean, if you were going to buy this pair, this area would be a good area to buy. But I'm not interested in buys because look at all of these sellers. Yeah, seller, 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 seller. We have had sellers for the last 4 hours. Okay, so yeah, not interested in buying this right now because of these sellers, and I'm not interested in buying it. Sorry, I'm not interested in selling it because this is potential support, and I'm not interested in buying it because we've got all of these sellers. So again, I would stay out of this pair, you know, perhaps let structure tell you what it's going to do. Yeah, I like to be with H1 structure, guys. So let's say we got something like this. Yeah, I would be looking for sells in here. Yeah, that's generally what I'm looking for in terms of a trade on the lower time frames. Yeah, I love to be with H1 structure. I love H1 structure as much as I love Gal Gadot. Yeah, you know Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, future wife. She doesn't know it yet. So yeah, the yen pairs are real between a rock and a hard place at the moment. What else we got? David Montoya. Montoya, South American, maybe Colombian. I like to think of people's names and understand where they're from. Anyway, I digress. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's take a look. Right, where are we? Weekly chart. Yeah, so weekly chart. Yeah, I would put this as a potential target. There's an area through here. Okay, let me put an actual grey zone in, guys. Yeah, there's an area through here that I like the look of for a target. Okay, why do I like this as a grey zone? Well, let me tell you. So price has just reacted historically here. Yeah. Okay, we've had a bit of movement in here, but this could become a good potential level in terms of a target for shorts. And I say shorts because the weekly chart is in a downtrend. Yeah, it was clearly in an uptrend. Okay, but then it broke these lows here and here, which was a very good area of support, has broken. Yeah, this candle here broke these lows. Okay, so weekly we are in a downtrend. Okay, and this gray zone is potentially a good zone to take shorts. Now let's look at the day chart. What are we seeing? Okay, not so easy to trade. Yeah, I mean, we're in a downtrend on the day chart as well. Yeah, I was looking for shorts ever since we got a break of this, this blue channel here. So I was shorting this myself back down to these lows. So we're in a downtrend. I mean, weekly's in a downtrend, daily is in a downtrend. There's no two ways about it, but there's a big but. Look at this green candle. Yeah, I cannot short this green candle. Yeah, I just can't. Yeah, it doesn't compute in my brain. Yeah, I cannot short that. I would need to see what happens with some daily candles, because my bias on the higher time frames and the day chart is to short this pair, but not today. I am not shorting this green candle, and this wick, potentially could start pushing price back up. So shorts on this pair, but today's not the day. If we look at the H4, yeah, we've also had a H4 structure break, guys. Yeah, so we were clearly in a downtrend, but then bang, yeah, we've broken these last highs here. So we have higher highs. This obviously hasn't finished forming, but this could potentially be a higher low. Yeah, we are in an uptrend here on the H4. So I think price, if I had to trade it right now, would at least get back up to these highs. Okay. If you said, Tom, you must trade it this second, otherwise I will cut your fingers off, I don't know, then yeah, I would buy it up to here. Let me support this idea with a H1. Okay, H1 doesn't really support my idea. If I got a structure break on H1 as well. Okay, so we were in a uptrend, we're now in a downtrend. But if price breaks this last high, I think this is an important level. If price breaks this last high, I would take price back up to these highs. That's how I would intraday trade it right now. Yeah, I'd wait for a break of this and then buy it up to here. All right, so yeah, higher time frame view, sell it, but not today. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Right, guys, what else have we got here? Who else? Right, what else we got? We've done pound, US dollar. Okay, for longs, however, preferably we love to trade with the institutional trader, probably short and see. Well, make sure to meet Gail. Yes, Sikello, I will meet Gail Godot one time. You're welcome, Barack. I've done gold, guys. I've already done guys. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. So Titus and Ritam, you would like to look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. Before I do, guys, if you're enjoying my analysis, I hope you are. Then come join my channel, Simply Forex. Yeah, join the channel. The link is in the live chat right now. So just click on that. I give you my trade ideas every day. I give you my analysis. I even give you my gray zones where I'm looking to buy from or sell. I also sell. Okay, right. This was actually a trade idea on my channel today, but we haven't had a setup yet. So weekly chart, what are we seeing? So on the weekly chart, we are actually seeing potential short trades, okay? Because we've broken these lows here, guys. This candle here broke these lows, okay? So we are in a downtrend on the weekly, but yeah, because we've had a break of this grey zone, you'll see what I mean on the day chart. I think we have a little bit more room up to potentially this grey zone before we start coming back down. Okay. If we did a fib level, it will be interesting to see if that corresponds with my grey zone. Yeah, and it does. Okay, so this grey zone and this 0.5 fib level would be an interesting area for shorts on the weekly time frame. Let me remove the fib levels. That's how I use fib levels, guys. I use it as a potential place to pinpoint retracement areas. Okay, so that's what I'd be looking for on the weekly. On the daily, it paints a different picture. Because for me, we have had a structure break. Yeah, we were clearly in a downtrend, but then price was slowly building up and then bang. Yeah, we have broken these last highs here. So for me, we are in an uptrend right now on the daily chart. We're in an uptrend. Okay, and you can see the lows were building. Yeah, we were getting higher lows. That's always a good indication if an area of resistance is going to break. And this did break. And we've had this super bullish green candle. Yeah, super duper bullish. Technical term. Yeah, there's a book on it. I'm only joking. But that is bullish and it's broken these highs. So I think we can take price potentially back up to this target here. This was my first target. As I said, this was a trade idea today. Or even this second target, which corresponded with that 50.5 fib level on the weekly. So I think we have a bit of room to the upside on Aussie dollar, US dollar for all of those reasons. All right. And your job as a trader is to gather these reasons. If you don't have a handful of reasons to get into a trade, then don't get into it. Yeah. When I say reasons, I mean confluence. Yeah. Confluence are reasons to get into a trade. And there's lots of reasons to get into this trade. The question is where and how. So if we look on the H4 now, we are at a very nice area here. Yeah, this whole grey zone was an area I was looking for buyers to enter. But this last area here, what was once resistance, is now proving good support. Okay, but there's a level here. There's a level here which I'll show you. Hence, this orange dotted line is my alarm. Okay, so potentially buys right now are looking good, but let's look on the H1. On the H1, we are in a downtrend. Okay, we are getting, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So what I want to see is a break of this level through here for me to start buying this pair. There's kind of a mini grey zone, a mini support resistance level through here. Yeah, because price has reacted here, and it's reacting again. So this is why my alarm is here. I want to see, to buy this pair, I just want to see price break this level and therefore break the last H1 low. And then we've had a change in structure. And then I can start buying this pair. I can start buying this pair potentially back up to here or even one of our higher time frame targets. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. This grey zone through here, I want to see a break before I start buying it. But, that's price action right now as we speak. Price action could do this, guys. And then we get a H1 break down here. Yeah, if that happens, great, I'll get in. Yeah, and then take it up. So I really like to be with H1 structure, yeah, as much as I'd like to be with Gal Gadot. Right, guys, we'll do one more and then I've got to go. So that's Aussie dollar, US dollar, guys. Yeah, a few people were interested in that. Okay, let's look at one more indice, guys. Let's have a look at, the US 30. Guys, and if you are enjoying my analysis, come join my channel, Simply Forex, guys. The link is in the live chat, so just click on the link, guys. Join my channel. We would love to have you. I give you my trade ideas every day. So yeah, Come join us. Right. Okay. Dow Jones weekly chart. Tricky. So this grey zone through here had proven to be important. All right. Okay. Because it's bounced off it several times. There's an area through here. Okay. It's even clearer on the day chart. And structurally on the Dow Jones, we're in a downtrend. Yeah. We've got lower lows. Okay. So structurally, we're in a downtrend. However, this is a super duper bullish green candle. Okay. So mixed messages. If I have mixed messages on a pair, guys, or an indice or a commodity, I will stay out of it. Yeah, I will. So when I say mixed messages is this: we're in a downtrend, okay, which says we should short this pair, but we've got the most bullish green candle you've ever seen in the history of trading. I'm only joking. I'm exaggerating. This is bigger. But you get my point. I'm getting conflict in views. I don't like this. Let's look at the day chart. Okay, so if we look at the day chart, guys, there's clearly a level through here. If I even zoom out a bit, yeah, there's clearly a level through here. I'm going to put this grey zone in. Yeah, prices reacted historically here, 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 here. Yeah, this is an important area. Has that broke it? Okay. So this is how I would trade this pair, because that was such a large weekly candle. Yeah. And, you know, we've had a break in structure for me on the day chart. Yeah. It was getting lower highs, lower lows, but then bang. Yeah. We've now got higher highs. So we're in an uptrend. What I would like to see is this happen. Retest this grey zone, push it back up to here, if not further. That's what I would be looking for. So if you said, Tom, you have to trade this today, otherwise you will not marry Gal Gadot, then I would short this. I would short this down to here. Okay, but I would need to see a bearish daily candle form, which it currently is. Yeah, so shorts down to here, buys up to here. This is how I would trade this pair. If we go down to the H4 chart, let's see what kind of reaction we're getting. Okay, so it's difficult for us to get a break in H4 structure. However, we are seeing sellers enter this market. Yeah, if that H4 candle becomes very bearish, yeah, then sellers are in here pushing this down. If we look at the H1 chart, okay, yeah, we're seeing a breakdown in structure, guys. So price was clearly in an uptrend, and then bang, we're in a downtrend. It's broken all of this level here. So for me, guys, we're in a downtrend now, and we could potentially start looking for shorts, yeah, you know, potentially down to this level or even this level here. That's what I would do. And then once we get down to this level, I would start looking for a build up in structure and potentially take price back up to these highs. So yeah, that's how I would trade the Dow Jones, Cicicello. I hope that helps, my friend. Love analysis. Thank you, Tom. You're very welcome, guys. Okay. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to stop there, guys. I'm out of time. If you've enjoyed the analysis, then come join my channel. The link is in the live chat. So just click on the link. Come join us. I hope you've enjoyed the analysis. I hope you have a great trading week, guys. And I will see you next Tuesday. Adios.
Thanks again for watching today's show. Our goal at A1 Trading is to continue to share free value to our audience through daily videos and articles, keeping you up to date with the latest market coverage. If you enjoy our content, make sure to subscribe for more. And remember, if if you open a $1,000 or more trading account with 8cap, you'll receive a free copy of the Edge Finder. Click the link in the description below to find out more. From all of us at A1 Trading, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.